What's up, everyone? This is a Christ plug here. But in all seriousness, this is Christ plug telling you exactly what I promised the video I would make at the end of the last video. Why I have decided, or why I've been held back from making videos. The adversary is relatively keeping me from making videos, and the adversary is relatively distracting me. He is distracting me by my own pains, my own sufferings, and shit like that. And he is not succeeding too well, but at the same time he is. God allows him to, God makes him do what he needs to do because he's an adversarial fucker. And we need to just stay strong in these last potential months is what I'm hoping. So the adversary has given me hell. But I'm sure the Christians would love to hear that word. They're hell obsessed, but that's another topic. And I really don't. Do you really want me to go on with those topics? Because I pummeled that shit into the ground. That hell is a falsehood. Anyways, I've been distracted with not only my own pains, but how to cope with my own shit. How to cope with my own shit, yeah. Believe it or not, yeah. That's another thing that has been distracting me from making videos. So, I really want to note that I know deep down that God is working everything for the better. He knows what he's doing. He gave me glimpses of the sequel, if you know what I mean. He's given me not even hope, expectation. He's given me a lot of expectation after expectation. But still, the adversary tries to discourage me from that. There have been moments when I've been happy, moments when I've been sad and depressed as fuck. There have been moments where I have listened to hype music, listened to upbeat music or calming music that is calming to me. And then there's been times where I play the slowed version of Kerosene by Crystal Castles. The slowed version of, or a lot, not even the slow version, but a lot of X's music. Like sad shit like that. There's been a lot of times where I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. And then other times I'm like, just kill me where I fucking stand. I don't give a fuck about my life anymore. You know? It's an up and down roller coaster ride. The adversary gives you the downs and the relative. And the absolute, we all know it's God. But we get those downs. And telling from the updates I made in the hospital, we have major downs. And shit like that. My back. And I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my neck too. And my arm, right leg. Right arm, right leg. Even my body won't give me rest until I sleep. I don't even dream anymore. So, here's the other thing the adversary attacked me with. Oh, you don't know what death is. How do you know what death is? And I said, all I have to do is just imagine myself asleep, or reply to the adversary, not vocally, obviously, but in my head. I would say, how do I know what death is? Put me to sleep and give me some sleeping pills because I have insomnia, and take away my breath, take away my my moving, take away my breath. So just take away the breath. Keep oxygen from entering my lungs. And that's what death is. Remove all brain activity, and that's what the fuck death is. That's what death is. And that's the difference. Well, death is non-existence, but I guess death is non-existence in the sense that, for example, my mother. Loved her to fucking death. My only reason for living once. She is gone. She is dead. She's in non-existence right now. It feels weird, still feels weird saying it. But where have I seen my mother in the past few months? Where have I seen my mother in a year and a half? Or close to half a year? I've seen her nowhere. And yeah. This is the shit that Christians just can't wrap their heads around. And oh yeah, classic attack to me from Satan or the adversary. Whichever one you want to say. How do you know you're in the body of Christ? You're not really in the body of Christ. You know you're not. And I say, oh yeah, then why the fuck are you bothering me so much? Why the fuck are you trying to tell me this? If I'm not in the body of Christ, I know that already. If I'm not in the body of Christ, well, I really wouldn't know that. Unless, I wouldn't really know that. In a sense of, I be like the world, ignorantly bliss and shit. But I know the truth and all that. I know what death is. I know why Christ died. I know that Christ died and that he was non-existent. And the fact that he rose from the dead. I know all this shit. So me bringing the evidence to the adversary's table is why the fuck bother, why the fuck try to get in my fucking head, trying to tell me I'm not a believer. And then, oh shit, I'm going to get to the good part soon. There is a good part to this. He distracts me with some shit that I don't want to explain on the video. Let's just say whatever. But anyways, I don't want to explain it on the video because I consider that whatever. It's whatever. God has us all doing whatever. Whatever that may be. But the good part is I am still hanging on strong. Even though I'm battered, cut, crushed, fucking feeling like I'm forgotten, forsaken, feeling like I'm the only man in the army, only man in the whole unit that has to fight this. I still am running strong, still standing strong. And I know it's not of myself because I cannot do it by myself. I cannot work up this faith I have. Because of the fact I didn't get it from myself, I didn't get it from myself. And every believer out there knows what I'm talking about. Uh, God, excuse me, my fingers and shit. Even my little fucking fingers got me fucked up. But anyways, every believer out there will know what I'm talking about. Because if they know, they know. Which they all know. That the faith that they have, including me, is not of myself. If it were up to me, I'd be dead by now. Adios, vamonos, world, see you never. Fuck you. But yeah. Yeah, there is a lyric from the Biv's song Mud. B-I-V Mud. He basically like, sorry for what? I can't wait to get away from you fucks. Shit like that. And like, that's how I feel towards the world. But in all this fucking mud, in all this fucking blood, in all this fucking shit, this goddamn hellhole that we all inhabit, that wasn't always a hellhole until Adam and Eve and the garden, and you know, this is why I hold on. Not because of me, but because of Christ and His faith. And the faith given to me by God and Christ. You know? If it were up to me, I'd already be dead. And I'd say, so be it. I've thought about suicide, but I didn't do it. I could never even bring myself to commit harakiri, which I was dead set on in 2018. I thought I was going to be like, okay, this is going to be easy because I've let go. I've let the fuck go. And what does God do? He stops me from plunging a knife into my chest and start carving. And this was when my mother was alive, so imagine what the fuck I'm feeling right now. I'm still hanging in strong only because of Christ's faith and the faith given to me by Christ and God. Like, really. If I'm saying that correctly, I don't know. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I don't know. But this could not be of me, okay? I'm happy to admit that. My neck. But yeah, the good news is Christ is going to make it up to us. Hence why I put the Why Dreams Come True in the Celestials video. Hence why I put the video with our brother Johnny Green saying, with the title, the thing that gets us out of bed in the morning every morning, or something like that. Aside from my expectations, personal expectations, and aside from the overall expectation of getting the fuck out of here, I endure. And it's not of myself. If it was up to me, I'd be like looking at the negatives, but God has me looking at the positives. And I know I said I can only do 9-minute videos, but I figured out there's settings in my phone to where I can do more, so there you go. Anyways, comfort one another with these words that we'll be out of here soon. That it's pretty much on the brink now. I mean, look at the world. Turkey having their disasters, and then the Iran tensions, the China tensions, the Russia tensions. This world is a fucking power keg ready to kick off. And once we kick it, they're ready to blow. Everything's ready to blow. But we need not worry. As Westside Live says on his fucking videos. Need not worry. Just I ain't gonna try to fucking copy him. But Yeah, we're getting out of here soon. Comfort one another with these words.